the by-election in Kibra, 7th of November. That's the D-Day for the voting. And the candidates hit the ground running straight after the nominations were done. And they have been doing that for the last few weeks. And now it's a turn for their voters to talk to us about what they expect. And I want to welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in studio. Specifically, what we did is to call the voters of Kibra based on their political affiliation or where they're persuaded they'll vote in this by-election. And to begin with, Chico, who's sitting right next to me. Chico is an undecided voter. He hasn't decided where he is going to vote. He's going to tell us why he's not decided. And Huntington votes with the ANC. He supports Eliud Owalo, so he's also going to tell us why he's voting that way. And Susan Hamisi votes for the Jubilee Party. She's also here to share with us exactly why they are persuaded to vote that way. So I want to welcome you once again, lady and gentlemen. Let's begin with the lady, because you're the only one. We still expect two guests. If they come, we'll continue with them also. Susan, you have been on the ground and you've been listening to these politicians. What has made an impression so far across the board in all these campaigns?
Yeah, in the campaign of Kibra, people want change. People of Kibra want change. They want to be part of the government, because they have been to the other, out of the government for so long. Now they have decided they will vote for the government and they are going to vote for Mariga, the Jubilee candidate.
Just because they want to be in the government?
They want that change.
They want change?
They want change.
But right now, Susan, how do you say who's in government and who's not in government? Who is in government and who's not in government? The opposition is in government, so to say.
Everybody is in government, even the opposition is in government. So we want to follow where our Baba is now.
But then that shows that could not be the only motivation why they are voting Mariga, because they want to be in the government.
We want to vote Mariga because Mariga has been, he is having, how can I call it now? Yeah, he is a young person.
Yes.
And he's having vision in Kibra.
Okay, he has a good vision for Kibra.
Yeah, he has a good vision.
But have you, Susan, listened to the other politicians? Have you listened to them on the campaign?
Yeah, I have listened to them.
And Mariga makes more sense.
Been there.
Yes.
Yeah, Mariga was not there, but he has come and he's coming to do a lot in Kibra.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me go to at least, ANC is decided, because before I come to a decided voter. Yes, Huntington, why do you stand with Eliud Owalo?
Thank you, Dan.
Ken.
Ken.
Yes.
I stand with Owalo because I have been a resident of Kibra.
Yes.
Since I was a young person with my parents since 1969. And I know every part of Kibra and history of Kibra. Owalo has been also very much involved in the activities of Kibra, despite this coming by-election. Even before he decided he will run for this by-election. Owalo has come up and I'm trying to support his visions. His vision is totally concerned about the common mwananchi, how he's going to uplift the lives of common mwananchi in Kibra. He has talked about the health, how he's going to install some more health facilities in Kibra. He has talked about how he's going to upgrade and perfect education in Kibra constituency. These visions, he's not saying because he's in the race. He has been part of these issues he's trying to bring up about common mwananchi, even when he had not decided to run for this seat, because we have seen Eliud trying to assist needy children, supporting them by paying school fees before. We have seen Eliud Owalo trying to assist some patients who are maybe unable to clear their bills when he was in his capacity as Owalo, not as an aspirant of Kibra. We have seen Owalo trying to bring together youth before, trying to persuade them how they can be involved in sustainable economic activities, maybe, for example, coming up and trying to form border people to form circles and even some other pressure groups.
So in other words, Huntington, what
Yes.
I hear from you is the fact that Owalo has been involved with the people of Kibra for a long time.
For a long time,
For a
yes,
long time.
yes.
All right. And with us is also someone who has not decided. Perhaps, Chico, talk to us about what you have heard within the political rallies that has not persuaded your thinking, and what will it be that will persuade your thinking to decide who to vote?
Thank you, Ken. First of all, this time it has never been seen any politics like this in Kibra.
Okay. It's
I can tell
heated.
you
What do you
it's
mean?
Heated debate in Kibra.
And violent too.
Kind of some 1 or 2 marks here and there.
Yes.
It was meant to be there because they've never expected this.
Yes.
Since Leki, then the former Prime Minister, it has always been a roller coaster for the person on the seat.
Okay.
And they went through to win the elections and re-elected on a very easily. This time round, things have changed.
Okay.
And we are seeing every single person throwing their guns and everybody coming with ideas and ideologies and everything.
Which are practical or not?
Basically, some maybe not practical, because some of them are the normal politicians that we've been seeing coming and telling us all the goodies. Once they take power, things change. And I've seen Mariga, I've seen Imran, I've seen Owalo. They've come very hard on the ground trying to pursue us. And as where I'm seated, in politics they say a day is
a long time.
A long time.
Yes.
We have 1 week, which I can assure you, Ken. Things are going to change.
Things are going to change within
Things are
1
going
week.
to change.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to talk to all of you about what he says we have seen on the ground, or you have seen on the ground. Why is it that the stakes are high this time around? Why are the stakes so high? Is it the caliber of the candidates? Is it the fact that this is the only by-election in the capital and there's a lot of interest because this is the capital? Is it because that seat has been held by the former Prime Minister, Ken Okoth, who was a performer par excellence? Why are the stakes so high? Perhaps let's talk about this. Let me start with you again, Susan. Why are the stakes so high in Kibra? What is so important this time around?
Yeah, it is very important nowadays because the people who have been in Kibra, they didn't make it. In fact, Ken Okoth did something good, but we want to have the candidate who is going to carry on with that.
But things are different, Susan. You can't say that you want to carry on with what Ken did. Wako tofauti sana, you know? Yeah. But continue. Yeah.
So we want to have change in Kibra because these people have been there. The other party have been there.
Okay.
Yeah. So
ODM.
Yeah, ODM.
Yes.
And they were not doing everything because Kibra is very dirty. Yeah, Kibra, we don't have hospitals in Kibra. We don't have maendeleo in Kibra.
Okay.
People are suffering. We have people who are sick in Kibra. Nobody cares about them. Yeah. Ken Okoth was making about the school. School improved on school, not on other things.
Okay.
So we want to elect an MP who is going to improve on this. The other things.
And you think that member of parliament is someone who has never been in Kibra? Who's never lived in Kibra?
Which one?
The one you're voting for?
The one I'm voting.
Yes.
Yeah, he has been in Kibra. He was born in Karanja.
Okay.
He has been saying there. He knows how we have been suffering.
Okay.
He knows all that, and also this person have a talent. He's going to keep some of our kids to those talents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am persuaded. But why are the stakes so high, Huntington, in Kibra this time around?
Ken, I think the stakes are high because of the constituency itself. The constituency has been very famous, maybe through being within the county, and maybe, as you have put it right, it was maybe led by the former Prime Minister. And to me, I think the stakes are high because the change has come. The change is definitely going to happen in Kibra, And there are few elements that they are bringing resistance to this change. We want a constituency. Kibra is known to be very hostile. Even you can bear witness. The media covered the last Sunday the violence when the ODM party, ANC party, and even for the Kenya party.
They clashed over the venue.
They clashed over the venue.
Yes.
And the ODM people, they were seen trying to throw stones to ANC aspirant and the party leader. These are some of the things, Ken, we want to
But
change.
how do you know they were ODM supporters?
They were ODM supporters because they were spotted putting on ODM t-shirts.
But
And the venue that they were trying to perpetrate this is a venue known to be covered with ODM supporters.
But anyone can wear,
because these people,
anyone can wear a t-shirt or a cap for a political party.
I know that, but
so it doesn't have to be ODM.
What does that one imply, Ken? If you wear a t-shirt of ANC, it implies you are an ANC member.
Yes.
That's what, according to me, that's what I think. And to make it worse, when these people left that place called Kamkunji, they went to other venues and they were not stoned. Why? Why being stoned at Kamkunji only?
Good question, good question, good question.
Why being stoned at Kamkunji? These are some of things, and you know, even even after some of the past violence, post-election violence, you can bear witness that Kibra is one of the constituents that is very hostile.
I am told by my director here that because we said we'll open the phone lines and the voters can contribute, and they're telling me ati niache kuwasumbua, wanataka kuelewa, you can speak Swahili also if you wish, or the local Luya language, so that they can understand. So you're free to speak any, so long as they understand English or Swahili, because they are saying that they don't understand, because you are also their representative. But the stakes still, why are the stakes so high?
Ken, I would be very straight about the stakes in Kibra. Number one, the big guns are not around. They are not there. We don't have the Ken Okoth. We don't have the former prime minister. We don't have the leaky characters of politicians. And the politicians...
Everyone is new.
Everybody is new.
Okay.
And,
no, but remember, Owalo is not new. Owalo had contested, but ODM failed to give Owalo a certificate, and he left ODM at that time. Yes.
Because of political issues then. But if you look at the people who are in the ground right now, and quote unquote, there was the issue of ODM not wanting Imran in the elections, and not verified, we're not quite sure, but those are the rumors that were going around.
But they support Imran right now. The president stood by Imran over the weekend.
Yes. Now, this is what happened.
Not the president, the prime minister, sorry. The president starts with Mariga. Okay, sorry.
Now, the new guys who've come up, and you see the brother of Ken Okoth, the late, was the
CDF fund manager.
CDF fund manager.
Yes.
And he comes hanging on the court that when these things were being done, I was there. I was part of everything that has happened in Kibra, which is true. We cannot ignore that. Then there is the issue of Mariga. And when Mariga came in, people assumed, and being that Kibra is perceived to be quote-unquote an ODM base, as you can hear my fellow people from Kibra saying, it is true, it's an ODM stronghold. But people fail to understand that those people in Kibra, the truth of the matter, they are not fans of the Chama where they are, or people assume that they are. These are followers of the Prime Minister.
Okay. So they're there to follow the Prime Minister, not necessarily because they are in ODM.
Yes, if today the Prime Minister leaves ODM,
they'll all live with him.
They'll all live with him.
Okay, okay.
So these people are not there. These people
he has done so. He has left ODM. He's in Jubilee now.
So that's why
for
Jubilee.
For Jubilee.
When we started this conversation, you asked her who is in the opposition. And even right now in Kibra, you can hear there are two groups. There are some Jubilee members who are campaigning for Imran.
Yes.
So, do we have an opposition?
No.
We don't have. And if yes, if we have, so where are they? That's why I told you, this thing is going to change. So that's why the stakes are high.
Okay.
We don't know where we are currently. If some people in government are campaigning for somebody in opposition, and it's okay, nobody has complained, no official communication has come from the government saying that these people are doing wrong. We've seen Tuju here, we've not seen Tuju condemning, but putting in such a polite and more professional way. Everybody has a right to do support whoever they want to support. So that's why the stakes are high. If it was the lines drawn that this is ODM, this is Jubilee, and this, and Jubilee would rally from the president to the last person in the ground, and ODM Raila would come from the top brass Raila to the person in the ground, then things would be different. But right now, these people are almost in the same platform. People ignored Mariga when he was coming, and it's like, this is a footballer, does he know anything about politics and all that? And at first it was a roller coaster for Imran. But now things have changed. Things have changed.
Different.
Owalo is taking it hard on that side.
Yes.
Imran is taking it hard on
and
the other side.
And Owalo might just pass katika our what, you know?
If they don't, you see.
Susan Apara umekataa maneno.
Lawyers have numbers in Kibra, and lawyers have decided. Lawyers have numbers. Yeah.
But how many lawyer candidates do we have in Kibra? We have Owalo.
We are looking for the big candidates. These are the three people: Imran, Owalo, and Mariga.
Yes.
Yeah. So lawyers will vote for Mariga. They will not vote for Owalo. Nani Musale doesn't have even an MCA in Kibra. How comes he's going to have
a member of parliament?
Yeah, no, it can't happen.
Like we look at the strength of the candidates, right?
The strength of the candidates.
Even Mariga has a strength. Yeah, he has done things around. He has done things around. Mariga was not a show-up person. Ula anafanya kazi na anajionyesha.
Lakini saizi
anafanya kazi.
Nataka tuambie alifanya nini.
Lakini Mariga amefanya nini Kibra? At least alituambia Kibra. Amefanya nini Kibra?
Mariga amechukua watoto wameenda kupiga mpira. Amechukua watoto wengi sana.
Hiyo ni lini?
Kitu ya last weekend, one day.
Not last weekend, but he has done a lot. He is not a show up person who anafanya kitu alafu anajionyesha no. Sasa unajua akiingia atawaonyesha hii nilifanya na hii nilifanya na hii nilifanya. Amefanya mambo mengi sana.
And Ken, let us not say that we are voting on tribal basis, right? When I'm here, I'm a leader of Luhya who have more than 6,000 members in Nairobi and more than 3,000 in Kibra, correct?
Half of the people
are in Kibra, right? And my sister here is saying that Mariga has done some other issues.
Yes.
Okay? Me, I knew Mariga when Ken Okoth had passed on.
And no, that's not honest. You've known Mariga.
Yeah. I know about the interest of the politics.
Oh, politics.
The interest of the politics.
Yes.
No, I have known Mariga for some time.
Yeah.
But now, when it comes to the interest of politics, what I want to challenge my sister here, Mariga is a lawyer like me. But what interest did he have in Kibra when all along, since he was 18 years and above, he has never registered as a voter? He has never voted for anybody. Now he wants him to be voted in. Okay. Now let us say this. You should count for us, madam here. Tell us that Mariga has done this. Mariga has done this. You know Messi, this player called Messi. You know
Leonard Messi.
Have you tried to follow his history? What he has done to his community? What he has done to his people? The people who are not able. Tell me, Mariga knows AFC Leopard is a football club for Luhya. What has he done for the AFC as a Luhya? Now, forget about now Cosmopolitan in Kibra. What has he done for people in like AFC only as a football club?
Lakini akipatiwa an opportunity.
Yes.
We want people who have shown. Not that they go and start now.
No, we have so many people who are in the parliament and they have been doing other things, but hawakukuwa wanajionyesha. Sasa wakati wameingia kwa kiti wanafanya hizo vitu.
We want the interest.
Lakini Susan, before I come to Chico, Susan, apart from telling us what he did the last few days, and I'm not campaigning anyone. I am not even a voter in Kibra. Yes, and I'm not affiliated to any political party. But just understanding, kwa sababu when you go to sell your policies, what do you tell them? What do you tell them?
Yeah,
you know, yes.
Yetu. Tukienda uwanjani tunaambia Mariga akikuja the same bursary alikuwa wanapatiwa about ya 5,000 ata improve. Now also Mariga is going to nurture the small young.
It was 15,000 for Ken Okoth. It was about 15,000.
It was 15, but we are going to put 20,000 because we will be in government.
But most checks were 5,000. Most checks, she's right. 5,000.
Yeah,
but distributed in how many tranches? Was it once?
Just once.
Once.
Oh, just once for about 6,000.
Yeah.
Okay, you know better than me.
Yeah, so tutachange hiyo nini ya basari kuja juu. Pia ile maendeleo Mariga atafanya, watoto wako pale atawanecha, awatoe chini, wapige mpira, wajiendeleshe vile amejiendelesha. Mariga is a good example because ni ule mtoto amechapa mpira na ametoka hapa ameinuka. So wale watoto wako pale, maybe they are doing other things. They are going to follow the example of their MP now. If he's going to have this seat, he's going to do a lot. Yeah, he's going to do a lot.
I tend to agree with you on that front. Because if you look at the next frontiers in creating employment and income, it's on the entertainment front and sports. When I sat here with the candidates a while ago, save for Jubilee and ODM, one thing that came out clear that people want, the voters want, is people that can develop them in terms of sport and in terms of entertainment. So akisema hivyo, I agree, because that's the next frontier. Yeah, that's the next frontier, but that's upon the voters of Kibra to agree. Chico.
Okay, I would, we're just trying to make this politics dirty. We shouldn't make it dirty. When I see people pointing fingers on Mariga, I ask myself, first of all, the politicians that we're having right now, what are they doing? Mariga didn't have CDF. He didn't have. So why would you come and penalize Mariga that he has not done anything for people? Yet even the people that we have elected are not doing anything with whatever they've been given to do. So I want people to come and sell policies, what they want to do. We cannot pinpoint Mariga. We have so many people. These politicians, many of them, their kids don't vote. They've not voted. People go for demonstrations. Their kids don't come for demonstrations.
Yes.
So let's try and change the narrative of politics. For me, I want a sober politics. I want somebody who can come and sell me a policy that I'm going to buy. I met a lady called Kerobo. She was just alone. She's a candidate. She was just alone walking with flyers. Like this, one lady. And she really talked to us and I engaged her. And she really sold her policies to me. And I felt, and I was so touched. And I asked, as some big politicians, big parties are going around with choppers and with trucks and all, she's just walking and trying to convince people we can do this. You see, so Ken, I want the politics of somebody coming and telling me what they can do. I like the way Imran is hanging on the court of that. When my brother was doing this, I was with him. And I had some people pinning him down that, first of all, your brother, that is nepotism. Your brother is taking you because he's an MP and puts you as a CDF manager. Why you want to tell me you're the only CDF person who is qualified to run the CDF? So I don't want something. If this guy was given that job and he did that job, which he did, then why should we penalize him just because he was the CDF manager? We are supposed to be asking, did he perform? Then there's the issue of Owalo. I've seen Owalo campaign the first time, and if you hear what Owalo says, he makes sense. So the issue is, after they have come to power, what do they do?
Okay.
What have they done with whatever they've been given? The little that they've been given.
Mariga
was working, and he was working. He has a family. He has somebody that is looking behind. And you wouldn't tell Mariga to get his money and come and dish out his money just because...
Probably he never even thought he'd be a politician one day.
This guy started playing professional football. Immediately he finished Form 4. So where was he even coming to vote? As people were voting, he was playing in Italy or wherever he was. So let people come and tell us facts that so-and-so, if I come in power, this is what I'm going to do. And please give us a guarantee that if you take power, this is what you're going to do. So I don't want the lashing, people trying to lash at people just because you haven't done this, you haven't done... What have they done? They're in power, they have all the money to do this. What have
they done with that money? Huntington.
Yeah. You see, if I talk about Owalo, as my brother puts it, he was also a person with a family. And he was trying to assist people in Kibra. Okay? And these are some of the things he's trying to build on when he's trying to sell his vision to the people. Okay? And he is giving the machinery, even if he goes to the power, how he should be involved in inclusivity of all the people living in Kibra, so that each and every person benefits from his leadership. We have had a leadership whereby unless you are close to so-and-so in the party, that's what you can run the constituency. We want this constituency. There are so many positions that are under the member of parliament. They should be run by each and every tribe around Kibra, not to be a selective type of a tribe. Okay? So, as we support Owalo, we are supporting Owalo not because of the name and the way my brother puts it. It's Owalo is giving people facts and what he's going to do and the procedures he's going to use to do them may be different from what has been taking place before. So, as we started, Ken, we said that Kibra is a hostile constituency, and we need now things to change so that we have inclusivity, we have things done in a transparent way of things. Not the way that my brother is saying that Okoth was a member of parliament, and now he comes here and puts his brother as the CDF manager.
Okay.
So that is nepotism. Those are some of the things that we are seeing. It is a high time now change has to come to them.
To Kibra.